What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, college basketball edition. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It is Friday night, January the 24th, or you guys might be watching this Saturday morning. In that case, it's the 25th. But again, thank you guys so much for being here. A lot of people have joined the channel recently. For those of you that have joined, welcome. Thank you for being here. I like to do a little bit something different for each sport. What I like to do with college basketball and college football is what's called a long shot parlay. There are so many games, so much action on Saturdays for both college football and college basketball that I don't want to come on here and just give out one play. I want to give out a bunch of plays. And the fun way for me to do that is just to throw a bunch of plays that I like, that I'm leaning towards all together into a long shot parlay. And it's just, like I said, it's my way of giving you guys a bunch of different plays that I like. Now, I will say that these are not my best plays. I save those for those who are a part of the village, which I'll talk about here in a second. But like I said, a lot of these plays I will be playing. Some of them I might stay away from. It just all depends. Like I said, these are a lot of games that I like, that I'm leaning towards. But I will say the long shot parlay I will throw in myself. I always do that. I don't necessarily recommend you throw it in. It's a long shot parlay. We hit it once for college football. It's any payout, any parlay where the payout is $10,000 or more. So we did hit that once. Really, that's my goal, is to hit it once for each sport each year. So we completed that goal successfully with college football. So let's give it a shot with college basketball. So this is going to be attempt number 1. We'll see if we can start off with a bang, but that's what I like to do with college basketball. So that's what we are going to do with this video. I'll give out a bunch of plays and go from there. So hopefully you guys have had a good Friday night. We are coming off another winning day. We went 2-1 today. I'll quickly throw it up on the screen here. What we did, we had 2 straight bets, one in the NBA, one in college basketball. Went 1-1 with our straight bets, but we had a teaser play as well with the Bucks and Raptors that came through for us for a 2-1 day. We have not had a losing day yet this week. We are absolutely rolling right now. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Absolutely love basketball, college basketball. So many games almost each and every day, along with the NBA games each and every day. And we're doing great things in hockey as well. Throwing hockey as well. These 3 sports will take you a long way until baseball starts up again. So it's a fun time right now as we head into March Madness. So enough rambling around. Let's go ahead and get into this week's long shot parlay. I'll go ahead and throw it up on the screen here. It is going to be a 2, 4, 6, 7 team parlay where 125 will pay 10,000. 107, we have 6 college basketball plays and 1 NBA play. So let's go ahead and jump into the games here. So for starting out, we have Indiana State. So Indiana State is at home taking on Bradley. Bradley has won 4 out of 5 and sits 1 game out of first place in the division, while Indiana State has lost 2 in a row and is about, I think they're 3 games back right now. And I like looking at teams like this, that they appear to be struggling, and you can find some value in teams like this. So Indiana State's last 2 losses that I mentioned, they lost their last 2 games. They were against pretty good teams. The first one was against Loyola Chicago. That was their most recent loss. Loyola Chicago is probably the best team. They're sitting at top of the conference right now, and they also have another loss against Valparaiso, another decent team. So both of those games were also on the road as well. So Indiana State wasn't expected to win either of those games. So they're definitely going to be pumped up here, back at home, motivated to get that W. And also, in addition to that, Bradley is likely to be missing their top 2 scorers. So that's going to be very difficult for any team to overcome. So I like Indiana State here at home. This is our first play. Next, we have Dayton. Dayton is one of the biggest surprises of the season. Dayton is -6 on the road. Not many people had this team in the top 10, but that's where they currently at right now. Normally, this is a team I would look to fade, a team that's kind of overachieving, a team that's in the top 10 that shouldn't be. You know they're going to get everybody's best effort, especially when they go on the road. So this is normally a team that I would fade, and I definitely will be fading them in the near future, but not this game. So they're going to be on the road against Richmond. And Richmond is a very good team as well. They are only one game behind Dayton, so this is not going to be a team Dayton overlooks. And they're going to bring their A game, and I expect the same from Richmond. You know, the crowd having a top 10 team coming to the building, the crowd's going to be roaring. But the reason why I'm going with Dayton here, or one of the reasons why, is Richmond is going to be missing their best player, Blake Francis. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. If Richmond can beat Dayton without their best player, hats off to them. I'll take the L. Next, we have Nevada. Nevada is -8. They are at home. So Nevada has definitely taken a step back this year. They were one of the best teams in the country last year, at least projected to be one of the best teams. They kind of underachieved last year. They still made it to the big dance. But like I said, they didn't get as far as a lot of people expected them to. But anyways, they lost a lot of good talent from last year's team, but they're still pretty solid this year. But this is more of a fade against New Mexico than it is a play on Nevada. New Mexico's kind of in a mess right now. They are coming off a victory, but if you look at who they played at San Jose State, it's one of the worst teams in college basketball. So I don't put much stock into that. So now they travel to take on a pretty good Nevada team. Always tough to play Nevada in their own building. On top of that, they're going to be missing 2 of their top 4 scorers. So it's going to be tough for them to win this game on the road. So I like Nevada here, going with the Wolfpack at home -8. Next, we have Arizona. They are taking on Arizona State. They have already played. This is the second meeting already for these two teams. Obviously, this is an in-state rivalry. It's kind of been one-sided. Arizona recently has been the much better team of the two. And a couple weeks ago when they played in Arizona, in Tucson, Arizona won 75-47. They absolutely smashed Arizona State. So now they travel to Tempe to take on Arizona State. And I don't think this game is going to be much different. I do think it'll be a little bit closer. I don't think Arizona State's going to get blown out like that at home. But Arizona's just a better team this year. So I'm going with Arizona on the road to cover 5 points. Next, we are going with Cal Baptist -7 at home. So I've been on Cal Baptist a few times this year. This is a team that gets overlooked, mainly because New Mexico State is in the conference, and this New Mexico State is the best team each and every year. So they get all of the attention, and this year is no different. New Mexico State's the best team again, but Cal Baptist is a very, very solid team. They are much better than a lot of the other teams in the conference, and this one especially, they are playing UMKC. This team is garbage. Cal Baptist at home should definitely win this game by double digits. Next, we are going with Utah. Utah is -6 at home against Washington State. So this is more of a fade against Washington State than it is a play on Utah. So Washington State, this team has no bench, no depth. So as the season goes along, it's definitely going to show. On top of that, they're not a very good road team at all. They are 1-4 outside of their building this year. Utah, tough place to play in altitude. They're a very, very good home team. And Utah lost 4 in a row recently, but their most recent game was a good one against Washington. They took care of them at home, and I think they will do the exact same thing to Washington State, who's not as good as Washington. So I think Utah will win this game as well, and I definitely think they can cover 6 at home. And last but not least, we're going to round out the long shot parlay with a NBA play. And one of the ones I like tomorrow on Saturday is the Brooklyn Nets. This is also more of a fade on the Pistons than it is a play on Brooklyn. So Brooklyn's coming off a tough loss against the Lakers the other day. Nationally televised game. Kyrie versus LeBron, and the Lakers just smashed the Nets. So they definitely want to get that taste out of their mouth very, very quickly here. And no better way to do it than a victory. And they are going to do that against Detroit. This team is not very good. They're already without Blake Griffin. Drummond has missed the past few games. So he didn't play. So Detroit's on the back-to-back. They played today, Friday, against Memphis at home. They lost. And I see no different. Drummond didn't play in that game, so he's likely not going to play here against Brooklyn. But whether he does or he doesn't, I think this is going to be a motivated Brooklyn team to bounce back from that tough loss, get a victory here against a very, very bad Detroit team. So I love Brooklyn here. -2 points. That is going to round out the long shot parlay. So like I said, it's 7, team parlay where 125 will pay over $10,000. So this is going to be our first basketball long shot parlay of the season. Like I said, I don't necessarily recommend you throw in this long shot parlay. Maybe pluck out your favorites, do a smaller 2, 3, 14 parlay. Obviously, this is a long shot. It's going to be very, very difficult to hit. But like I said, I do like all of these plays. These are not my best plays. I'll be saving those for Village, which I'll get into right now. So this is my website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. I showed you what we did today. We went 2-1 on the day. We have had an awesome week so far. We have not had a losing day. That's what we're doing in the Village. We have plays every single day. NBA, college basketball, NHL. I throw in some soccer here and there. Fully loaded right now. We still have the Super Bowl coming up. Not only will I have a play on the Super Bowl game, I'll have a bunch of prop bets as well. I am sending out plays each and every day. Usually it's about 3 to 7 plays a day, just depending on the card that's out there. So like I said, we're doing great things right now. If you're ready to join the Village, if you're ready to be a part of the winning, this is the website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. Check out the website. Check out the different links at the top of the page. Most importantly, in the upper right-hand corner, hit the big blue button to join the Village. It will take you to a page which will list all the different packages that are available. See which one suits you the best. Sign up and you will start receiving my plays that day sent directly to your email box. Very, very easy. If you do have any questions about the website or about any of the packages, just hit me up. My email address, social media pages are all down below in the description of this video. Chat@JVilleSportsPicks.com is the email address. And like I said, all of my different social media pages are all down below in the description. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the long shot parlay, our first attempt of the season. We'll see if we can hit this bad boy. Otherwise, we are going to have a loaded day tomorrow on Saturday. I'm going to have at least 5 to 7 plays in college basketball alone. I'll have some plays in the NBA. Right now, the NHL is in the All-Star break. But we have a lot of action this weekend in basketball, and we're going to kill it. So if you're interested in all of those plays, go to JVilleSportsPicks.com. Sign up for that daily newsletter. Other than that, we're going to root on this long shot parlay. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today and each and every time I put out a video. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let me know in the comment section which games you guys are looking at. There are so many games on Saturday. Share with your fellow viewers. Give out some of the games that you guys like as well. Maybe you guys can put together an alternate long shot parlay. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up from me. Good luck with whatever plays you guys do decide to put in, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Good luck.